making an effort to reduce costs. One step is to relocate staff and parts of some agencies from their headquarters in New York and their hub in Geneva. Those cities are known for their high cost of living, and they're far away from many of the people that the UN serves. Officials have singled out a location in Nairobi, the capital of Kenya. A large UN campus there was already in use, and now it's undergoing a dramatic expansion. NHK World's Sugimoto Yuki has the story.
The move out of the UN's New York headquarters is well underway. Staff from the United Nations Population Fund, or UNFPA, are among the first to relocate. They support programs related to pregnancy and childbirth in developing countries. Their work is particularly important in Africa, where maternal death rates remain high. More than 100 staff are making the move. They expect the savings on rent and travel to total more than $3 million a year.
It's a little bit of another a stressful experience because I have to pack and then I have to say goodbye to the friends, but at the same time I'm really looking forward to, I think it's the nature of being a international civil servant.
This is the United Nations office at Nairobi, with fresh air, wildlife, and a gigantic compound. This place is ready to welcome more UN families. The Nairobi campus is already home to the headquarters of 2 UN organizations. The UNFPA decided to move part of their functions there 2 years ago. 2 other agencies, UNICEF and UN Women, will be making the move as well. The relocations were prompted by an initiative known as UN80. Secretary General Antonio Guterres launched the program to modernize and improve the group's operations and structure. It calls for deep spending cuts and a 20% reduction of staff.
All Secretariat entities in New York and Geneva have been asked to review their functions to determine if any can be performed from existing lower-cost locations or may otherwise be reduced or abolished.
At least 800 personnel will be reportedly relocated to Kenya, and people in Nairobi are getting ready for the influx. This international school is building a new campus for the families of UN staff. And construction companies are rushing to complete condominiums for the new arrivals. This restaurant has doubled its number of seats from 200 to 400.
These gazebos, this one we've just done them just 2 days ago. People from abroad, they are coming, and we are receiving a couple of people and new faces almost every day.
The Kenyan ambassador to the UN says officials are ready to do their part.
The government of Kenya has also been making massive investments just to improve the infrastructure around the UN campus in Nairobi so that we're able to support the diplomatic community.
The relocation of so many UN staff to Africa promises to transform the way their operations are carried out.
Having that feel more direct when we're based here compared to New York is definitely an advantage. Much more direct travel and the time zones make it much more conducive for collaborative working.
UN officials are committed to completing their mission in the face of challenges that threaten its very existence. They are hopeful that the relocation plan will act as a kind of savior.
Yuki joins us live now from UN headquarters. Yuki, so it's quite a movement, but how much will the relocation to Nairobi help financially?
Well, in addition to the agencies introduced in the report, several others are interested in relocating, and it is expected to reduce costs to a certain extent, but I think it's too early to call it the solution. the relocation alone won't solve all the UN's financial difficulties. They estimate the salaries of local recruited staff will be much lower, but their international civil service posts require almost the same amount as in New York and Geneva. Kenya is considered politically stable among African countries, but they saw some deaths in recent anti-government demonstrations. Public safety is not as stable as in developed countries.
And Yuki, how do you see the impact of the U.S. cuts to foreign aid?
It's actually devastating. The World Food Program, for example, has lost significant contributions from the U.S. Those funds accounted for about 40% of its entire budget. Food distribution to refugees from Kenya's neighbors, like Somalia and South Sudan, have decreased about 70%. People in need are only able to get around 3 bowls of grains and 2 kilograms of legumes for the entire month.
We have to make those decisions in taking food from the hungry and giving food to the starving. This foreign cut will be killing a lot of people.
UN officials are facing other challenges that continue to mount. They've seen conflicts escalate around the world, and the impact of climate change is becoming more severe. The financial strains mean that they can't help as many people as they otherwise would. So we are likely to see even more movement of people and funds to areas where the support is needed and a scaling down of management functions in New York.
Thank you, Yuki.